Today is the second day of celebrating Lake Placid's 45th anniversary of the 1980 Olympics. Today we'll talk about where I work, the ski jumps. In 1979, two ski jumps were built. Back then they were known as the 90-meter jump and the 70-meter jump, or in the Olympic term, the normal and big hill. Nowadays they are known as the 128-meter jump and the 100-meter jump. They changed heights twice, and they did that by shaving off parts of the hill to make them steeper. Ski jumpers usually start at age 5 to 9 on the smallest ones down below. It takes them about 10 years to reach where I work, 2-year increments or whenever the coach feels are ready for the next jump. The youngest ski jumpers to jump the 128 usually are around 12 years old. The Lake Placid ski jumps are the tallest structure in the Adirondacks. As you can see, they stick out like a sore thumb. Here in Lake Placid, we have made ski jumping a year-round occurrence. The AstroTurf and sprinkler system makes it easier for the athletes to train both in the spring and summertime. Athletes still walk up the sides of the jump for the 100-meter jump, or climb up the inside spiral staircase like they've been doing for this week's Junior World Cup. To get up to the 128-meter jump, athletes go up the elevator that I operate. When visiting the 128-meter ski jump, you will take an elevator that will take you up 26 floors, 260 feet in the air, 2,000 feet above sea level, which is half of Whiteface. Once the athletes have made it up the 128, they can then access the two gates on either side. As you go up this staircase, you will see what looks like a conveyor belt. Back in the 1980s, the platform I just stood on could be lowered or raised. Forerunners, athletes who weren't competing back in the day, could tell maintenance, "Hey guys, could you lower or raise the platform for us?" Nowadays, they use those metal bars that are to the right to adjust the distance they want. That thing that's covered is kind of like a Zamboni machine. It grooves out the ice for the athletes. Lake Placid is one of the last remaining villages where you can see the different venues from the different venues. From this height, guests and athletes can see the Olympic Village with the hockey rink, Whiteface Mountain, the Olympic Cauldron, our local airport, and the horse show grounds. That hill right there is where they do the aerial competitions, and behind that is a shooting range for biathlon athletes. Directly below us is a temporary athlete village. We are currently hosting the World Junior Ski and Nordic competition. To the right of the jumps, athletes and guests can see the bobsled, skeleton, and luge track over at Mount Van Hovenberg. This March 6th through the 9th and 15th and 16th, we'll be hosting the World Championship for bobsled and skeleton, and hopefully we will get to know if we get to host the Winter Olympics for bobsled, skeleton, and luge on that month. Up in the tower, athletes and guests will be able to see a ski jump that used to exist before the 1980 Olympic ski jumps, and that is the 1932 Olympic ski jump. This photo right here is of a World Cup that happened in the 1950s. It was built in the same location as the current ski jumps, but it was a different structure. You can see the different style of ski jumping they had back in the day compared to what they have today. Also up here are photos of the different mountain peaks to help guests pick out which one is which, as we are surrounded by the 46 mountain peaks. Mount Marcy is our highest peak. Austria won the gold medal for the normal hill, and Austria won gold for the large hill.